What's going on, guys? Before this video starts, I do want to make a quick announcement. We are about to hit 30,000 subscribers. So like I've done for 10,000 and 20,000 subscribers, I'm going to be doing another Q&A on my channel. If you have any questions whatsoever that you want to ask me about Clash Royale, about my life, just about anything in general, go ahead, leave those questions in the comment section down below or tweet me on Twitter. But I just thought I'd let you know that I am doing a 30,000 Q&A video, so if you want to know anything about me, leave the questions down in the comment section below. What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Clash Royale video. Now in today's video we're going to be messing around with a pretty fun deck that I just threw together, and this is the deck right here. I do have the Giant in here. I think I'm actually going to replace him with the Miner. So in goes the Miner for the Giant. We also have the Princess, the Zap, the Fire Spirit, the Mini P.E.K.K.A, the Minion Horde, Skeleton Army, and Goblin Barrel. The whole point of this deck is to make someone waste their arrows on either my Princess, the Skeleton Army, the Minions, or the Goblins. And then after they waste their arrows, I can send in all the other troops and hopefully do a lot of damage. So let's go ahead into a live battle and see how this deck actually does. Alright, so this guy's at level 9 right here at 3086. We're going to start off by dropping down our Mini P.E.K.K.A and our Fire Spirits just to get a little decent push off right here. Maybe catch him off guard while he's distracted. The Mini P.E.K.K.A is almost going to make it to the tower. One Fire Spirit gets off on those Barbarians, but he zaps the rest, and our Princess should be able to finish off these Barbs. So I kind of want him to use his arrows on our Princess right here. That's exactly what we want, actually. But instead, he's going to drop that Elixir Collector in the back. I'm just going to wait for my Princess to get up there a little bit. I don't have anything else to play. I wish I had my Miner because I could definitely make a move. But the Princess locks onto the tower. It looks like she's going to get one shot off before those Fire Spirits finish her off. So now let's just go ahead and drop down our Minion Horde and the Miner. See how this guy is going to counter this one. The Miner will distract the tower after it takes out one minion, but that Wizard will finish off the minion. So he played that well right there. He does have a Wizard, which we do need to keep in mind, especially playing with this deck, because we have a lot of different troops right here that can definitely get wrecked by that Wizard. So our Mini P.E.K.K.A is going to distract the Wizard while our Skeleton Army here takes out that Giant. He ended up zapping those skeletons right there, so he does have a zap as well. A Wizard, zap, and Fire Spirits is definitely going to be hard to beat with this deck, and he just continues to keep pumping away an Elixir back there. So we're going to throw down our Miner and some Goblins right here. The Goblin Barrel went in. He dropped a Wizard to counter, but the Goblins are split up, so they are doing a little bit of damage. We actually dropped that tower down to 700 hit points. Ours is at 1,000 though, and I'm expecting another push right here. And there it goes. So let's drop down our Mini P.E.K.K.A right here. Let's drop down maybe a Skeleton Army. I know he's just going to zap it, but we need to distract these Barbarians for a minute. Let's go ahead and zap these Minions right there and some of the Barbs. I hope we got some of those Fire Spirits as well. The tower finishes off the Barbs, but the Minions are going to lock onto that tower and do heavy damage. The tower unfortunately goes down, and now he has Sparky. Are you serious? Why wait until double Elixir to drop Sparky? Alright, I know he has a Giant as well. This is not going to be pretty. Let's just go ahead and drop down our Miner and the Goblin Barrel on that tower just to make sure that we do get it. And he has a Wizard behind Sparky, man. We are definitely screwed here. So let's drop down our Fire Spirits to tank Sparky's charge. The Mini P.E.K.K.A will finish off Sparky, and now we have this Minion Horde in here, but he does have that Wizard, and that Wizard just took out all of our minions in one shot. There are so many troops on our tower. No chance in even defending this. Let's just go ahead and let's just get one tower. That's all I want is one tower. Please let me have this. He zapped my Goblins. Are you serious? You can't even let me get one tower? You're about to 3-crown me. Alright, well that didn't work. I don't know. Maybe it's just because of the deck that guy had. He had a Wizard, he had Fire Spirits, and he had a zap. So that basically countered all of the spam troops in our deck. We need to get lucky and find someone that like only has one zap and maybe an arrow, so they can waste those on like the Princess and the Skeleton, and then the Minion Horde and the Goblin Barrel can do some damage. Alright, hopefully this guy has an easier deck. He's at 3,070 trophies. I'm just going to start off right away and throw down my Miner and the Goblin Barrel. This is a pretty interesting push right here because the Miner tanks for the Goblins, of course. He zapped our Goblins though. I went ahead and zapped that tower and those minions. But now we know that this guy has a zap, so we need to keep that in mind. The Princess is going to take out those minions, which is really good. But now his Princess is locked onto the tower. I don't know if I want to take it out yet. I need to drop my Fire Spirits behind my Mini P.E.K.K.A. So now I'm going to drop the Mini P.E.K.K.A. The Princess got quite a bit of shots off on our tower though, dropping it down to 1,700 hit points. Our Fire Spirits are going to take out those Goblins. Maybe our Mini P.E.K.K.A can get to the tower. It will. It's going to get one shot off. It actually got 2 shots off, but now we have to defend against his Mini P.E.K.K.A. Let's just drop down a Skeleton Army to distract all these troops right here. He wasted that zap expecting me to place something in front of the tower, but the minions finished off our Goblins and did a little bit of damage to that tower. So now that he wasted his zap, let's go ahead and send in our Miner and our Goblin Barrel at that left tower. See how he can defend this one. The Miner goes in, the Goblins are going in, and they are shredding that tower. That goes down extremely quick. He had nothing to counter that, and that's exactly what I wanted. I feel bad for this guy. These decks are so annoying to play against. But the last guy did beat us, so maybe there is a way to beat this deck. I guess you just have to have the right cards. Let's go ahead and send in I think we should wait. Let's go ahead and drop our princess for now and see what she can do. The minions are going in though. He has some minions of his own, which will get taken out extremely quick, and there goes his zap. So now that he wasted his zap, we can go ahead and send in our miner as well as our goblin barrel. I kept missing the goblin barrel, so it's definitely a late deployment right there. Might miss out on a little bit of damage because of that, but they do lock onto the tower and drop it down to 1700 hit points. To counter this mini P.E.K.K.A, I'm just going to drop down my skeleton army again and send in my mini P.E.K.K.A at his hog rider. Those skeletons just swarmed that mini P.E.K.K.A, but the princess finished them off. Now my princess is going to take out his. Oh, I missed that zap. Luckily, the princess had it under control. Let's go ahead and send in our goblin barrel again with our miner. We're gonna drop his skeleton army right here to take out his miner. He wasted his zap on my goblins, so let's drop my princess in front of these skeletons right here. The princess did lock onto the tower, which is good for us. Our miner took out his princess, but I need to make it to the tower. So now let's drop down a minion horde, see if he's gonna counter that. The minion horde will take out his P.E.K.K.A and his minions, but he keeps dropping that miner. He wasted his zap, so let's go ahead and send in our goblin barrel. And right before it lands, let's drop our mini P.E.K.K.A and all of those skeletons right there. Come on, we have to get to this tower. This has to be the final push. There it goes. The mini P.E.K.K.A locked onto the tower, and we took that win. That's how I wanted that deck to work. It looks like we probably would have even gotten the 3 crown right there if we had a little bit more time. But now that we actually see what this deck can do, maybe we can find another person who doesn't have the right setup. Maybe we can go back out into one more live battle and see if we can win again. Alright, so this guy's a level 9, and he's already throwing angry taunts at us. This guy's at 3,100 trophies. Let's start off by dropping down our princess in the back, because we don't have our mini P.E.K.K.A or the miner to start off a push with. So we're going to wait to see what he counters this princess with. Oh no, this guy's a Sparky user too. Let's drop down a goblin barrel over here. Sparky will waste one shot off on one of those goblins. Oh, he has a wizard as well. There is no way we're winning this battle right here. What do we do? There's nothing I can do right now. I hate wasting elixir, but there really is no point in dropping anything at all. So now that the wizard locked onto the tower, I can drop down my skeleton army on top of that Sparky right there. But the Ice Spirit and Sparky took out quite a bit of those troops. He zapped them as well. But now that he doesn't have a zap, let's go ahead and send in our miner at his tower, distract the tower, and let all these minions come in here and do some damage. So the minions will lock onto the tower. They do so much damage. Down it goes. We already have his left tower 1 minute into the battle. They also did quite a bit of damage to that tower, dropping it all the way down to 2,000. So that kind of makes me want to go for the 3 crowns. So let's go ahead and drop down a princess, some fire spirits behind our mini P.E.K.K.A and see what we can do. It looks like his mini P.E.K.K.A finished off our troops, but we did more damage to that tower, dropping it to 1,600. And now that we have some minions coming in here, I was going to drop a miner in front of them, but instead I'm going to save up for my goblin barrel right here. The minions do make it to the tower though, do about 300 damage. Let's go ahead and send in our goblin barrel now. The miner should pop up first, and there he goes, tanking for the rest, but he does zap our goblins. I'm just going to drop my princess to see if I can get a few cheap shots off. Does it hit the tower? It does. So now that tower is dropping below 1,000. It looks like we got 2 shots off before Sparky finished her off. But now I'm going to drop down my skeleton army to tank for all of those troops right there. He drops his mini P.E.K.K.A though. My mini P.E.K.K.A takes out his wizard and Sparky right here, but his giant and miner are on my tower, so the minion horde will finish them off. Our mini P.E.K.K.A is running towards his tower. Let's go ahead and drop down another princess. Let's drop down our miner right here. Our mini P.E.K.K.A got a shot off on Sparky. The miner goes in as well. The princess is shooting away at that tower, but the zap will refocus her onto the wizard. We are so close to beating this guy. I'm going to let him take my left tower just so I have extra time to take out his king tower. Our goblin barrel goes in. They're going to take out the king tower, and we get the 3 crown. That guy was using an ice spirit, wizard, and a zap. A lot of splash damage to go against all of our spam troops, and I honestly did not think that we were going to win. But we walked away with the 3 crown. This deck is so much fun. Even if you lose a few trophies, it's just for fun anyway. This deck is so much fun. If you guys want to try it out, let me know how it does for you in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well for daily Clash Royale content. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you smash that like button down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Yo.